So The Matrix Resurrections is a failure to a lot of people in many different ways. It's not just a failure in the fact that the movie was bad, that the movie was poorly made and obviously made in poor taste and only to cash grab from the Matrix fans. They only want to squeeze a little bit more money out of that cash cow and maybe even set up a new universe. A new Matrix series could be coming in the future sometime. There's been some rumors. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm sure that if they could milk some more money out of the Matrix fans, then they definitely would go do that. The problem with that is the movie is flopping pretty horribly when it comes to the box office, and I might have a video on that coming out really soon, maybe later on today or maybe tomorrow. So if you are interested in seeing box office updates for the Matrix and other movies, hit that subscribe button. I'll be posting a video on that very soon. But in this video, we're going to be talking about this other controversy from the Matrix Resurrections. This time it's from the writers. This article from Bounding Into Comics, it says the Matrix Resurrections writers reveal film seeks to reclaim the red pill after it was kidnapped by the right wing. Now, when I think of red pill, and this is just me personally, I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think of when you think of the red pill outside of the Matrix. Obviously, everyone thinks of the Matrix whenever they think of the red pill, but outside of the Matrix, what do you think when you think of the phrase the red pill, or taking the red pill, or whatever you want to claim the phrase completely is? When I think of the red pill, I just think of waking up. I don't think of any kind of political agenda. I don't think of any side of politics that uses it specifically. Maybe the right wing does use it a little bit more than the left wing, because maybe, just maybe, the right wing might be waking up a bit more. And I do just want to say one more time, I've said it a million times on this channel, I don't care about politics, man. I'm not a right wing, I'm not a left wing. I don't care. I don't care what you are. That's not how I judge people. I'm just saying that maybe the right wing uses it a little bit more because they're simply just waking up a little bit quicker than the left wing. Maybe right now is the time for the right wing to wake up, and the left wing will just wake up a little bit later on. Who knows? Maybe that's why the right wing just uses the phrase red pill a little bit more, or maybe it's just a more popular phrase when it comes to the right wing. I don't know. But whenever I think of the red pill, whenever I think of the phrase taking the red pill, I don't think of politics at all. I just think of waking up. You know, that could be from human nature, that could be from what the government is doing to us. It could be a million different things. I usually use it whenever it comes to human nature and how people really act with each other, how people really treat each other. If you're familiar with the red pill movement on YouTube when it comes to the, manosphere is what they call it, that's what I think of whenever I think of the red pill. Like I said, let me know what you think of whenever you think of the red pill. According to the Matrix Resurrections writers, Alexander Heman, or I don't know how to say his name, and David Mitchell, one of their many politically motivated goals when approaching the script for Lana Wachowski's latest entry in the Cyberpunk franchise was to reclaim the trope of the red pill after, in their opinion, it was kidnapped by the right wing. Heman and Mitchell revealed the political lens through which they wrote the Matrix Resurrections during an interview with the AV Club given in promotion of the film's release. Now, a lot of people out there saying after you watch the movie, and I have watched the movie at this point, I don't really want to go into a review on the movie because I'm just tired of talking about it. I'm tired of arguing with people on if this movie is good or bad or not. I will just say I didn't enjoy the movie. I really just didn't, but I'm here to talk about everything that's factual around the movie. And if you're trying to tell me that this movie wasn't woke, if you're trying to tell me that this movie wasn't political, it was just because it was a Matrix movie and they have all these in-universe excuses for why this movie was so political, you're wrong. These writers are literally revealing it right here in an interview that they tried to make this movie political. It's sad, man. It's every single reboot. It's every single movie now. It's some side of politics. It's someone taking a stand on something in real life instead of just giving us escapism like we wanted. And I know that The Matrix has always been a commentary on what's going on in real life. I know that. But now the times have just changed so much where it's only one side of politics that can wake up. It's only one side of politics that can use the red pill or taking the red pill phrase. If you're trying to wake up and you're on the other side of politics, that's not acceptable. Back in the day, whenever The Matrix was first made, it wasn't a political movie. It wasn't, only saying that this side of politics can wake up, that only this side of politics can use taking the red pill. It didn't matter back then, but now, of course, there has to be a political stand. Let's check out the rest of this article real quick. Through the political lens, which they wrote The Matrix Resurrections during an interview with the AV Club given in promotion of the film's release, Resurrections is so much more specific in its aims in a very personal film that touches upon such real-world topics, such as Cambridge Analytica, precursors to the metaverse, and social media radicalization. The AV Club staff reporter Matt, I'm not even going to try to say that name, asked the pair of writers if said topics were things they were talking about while writing the film, to which Heman replied, "We were aware because you bring it into the pit," and that's apparently their, writing collective or whatever, all that's happening in the world, so we talk about specific things. Things like the red pill, blue pill trope or meme, or how is it kidnapped by the right wing. He also explained the verb to red pill and so on. So one thing we're mindful of is how to reclaim that trope, to renew the meaning of red pill and blue pill. I'm sorry to tell you, but no matter how much you try to reclaim the trope that is red pill, blue pill stuff, that's always going to be a thing from now on. You know, the original movie that you made was iconic and the second two weren't as good, but in my opinion, I still enjoyed them. This one, not so much. So no matter how much you try in this movie to renew or reclaim the meaning of red pilling and blue pilling, it's not going to work. They've been set in stone. However they mean now to people is how they will always mean to people. That's just how it is. He-Man continued, obviously we weren't involved, but the first Matrix was so present in the world while also being ahead of its time. That's true. It definitely was. So with this movie too, we were deeply embedded in the time, early 2019, but also we were thinking about the future, added the writer. I had to catch them up on that. He then noted that the scenes with the analysts were especially pointed as he's using some of the terminology right-wing radicalization, like the conservative retort, facts don't care about your feelings, leading him to ask He-Man and Mitchell, was it empowering to write a rebuttal to the weaponization of Lana and Lily's work? I can't wait for this answer. The first to answer, Mitchell posited, I suppose the short answer is yes. I don't see myself as a frontline fighter in the culture war, but you also want your work to mean something, to have an ethical edge. One of the many, that's the whole thing that they're going for, man. The ethical edge thing. I can make an entire video on just that statement alone because that's what so many people are trying to do in Hollywood, but I'm just going to continue on with the article. But that is a big statement right there. You want to have an ethical edge. That's what they're all going for. One of the many reasons I'm proud of Resurrections is it does that, said Mitchell. What I'm trying to say is I think the film has integrity, and perhaps that's the source of the integrity. Taking his turn to speak, He-Man asserted, I concur. There is a bit of a difference between my and Mr. Mitchell's situation in that, well, he's a kinder person, so he doesn't get angry as much, but largely because I live in the United States. The pit is a kind and warm space, declared He-Man. We don't argue or get angry with each other, but I am infused with a need to confront some of the things that are taking place in this country. That was the case before and after. So obviously, all those people out there who's saying that the Matrix isn't political, you're disagreeing with the writers of the movie, because they are saying, specifically, they are saying very openly that this movie was made to be political and to reclaim the red pill from the right wing and to stop everyone from using Lana and Lily's work to radicalize the right wing and stuff like that. They're overtly stating that this movie was made to be political. So everyone out there who's trying to tell me that this movie isn't woke, that this movie isn't the same agenda, the same propaganda that everyone else is trying to push in Hollywood, this movie is different. It's the anti-sequel, like this article says right here. Absolutely ridiculous. They're trying to be so meta by trying to trash on the other sequels and saying, well, this sequel is just different. You know, this reboot, this cash grab is just different from all the other cash grabs. It's not. It's the same thing. It's the same woke propaganda. It's just as political as everything else. And everyone who's out there saying that it's not, you're either in denial or you just agree with the politics that are being pushed, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be able to wake up. You have to be able to take the red pill and be able to see that this movie is political, just like 99% of the other things that are pushed out in Hollywood nowadays. Let me know what you guys think about the Matrix Resurrections. What do you think about this article? What do you think about the writers saying that they're trying to reclaim the red pill and all this other stuff? Just let me know what you think about the whole situation. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link's in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you on the next one.